guide.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Metal Gear Solid The Twin Snakes, Part 23. This Let's Play is brought to you by MuchGames.ca, where I can co-help you. So in the last part, we put the key in, found out that Master was dead for 3 days, and that the Master we were talking to was Liquid. He locked us in a room with gas. So we get the gas mask on, and what you need to do is actually call Otacon.
Snake, that's bulletproof glass. You can't break it with an ordinary weapon.
Can't you open the security lock here?
I'll try. Just hold on for a minute.
We don't really have a minute.
Yeah, we don't have a minute.
But if you keep tapping Y...
I hacked into security. Snake, I'm opening the door.
Not even a minute. That's only a few seconds. Get the hell out of there.
Yeah, now I think what happens is you get into a gunfight with people. Liquid.
Liquid!
Snake, did you like my sunglasses? Oh, you point a weapon at your own brother?
Why did you disguise yourself as Master?
So I could manipulate you more easily. You performed quite well, I must say. Although the boys at the Pentagon are probably saying the same thing.
What the hell are you talking about?
Following orders blindly with no questions asked? You've lost your warrior's pride and become nothing more than a pawn, Snake.
What?
Stopping the nuclear launch, rescuing the hostages, it was all just a diversion.
A diversion?
The Pentagon only needed you to come into contact with us. That's what killed the Arms Tech president and decoy Octopus.
You don't mean...
That's right. You were sent here to kill us, so they could retrieve Metal Gear undamaged along with bodies of the Genome soldiers. From the beginning, the Pentagon was just using you as a vector to spread Fox Die.
Fox Die? It can't be. Are you telling me Naomi was working with the Pentagon?
They thought she was, but it seems that Dr. Naomi Hunter couldn't be controlled so easily.
What?
We've got a spy working in the Pentagon.
Yeah, Naomi.
He reported that Dr. Hunter altered Fox Die's program just before the operation, but no one knows how or why.
I wonder... Maybe they arrested her so they could find out the answer to that.
No doubt. But I had no idea she was motivated by such petty revenge. We still don't know what changes she made to Fox Die's program. Oh well, doesn't matter. I've already added the Fox Die vaccine to my list of White House demands.
There's a vaccine?
There must be. But that woman is the only one who really knows. Anyway, it might prove to be unnecessary.
Yeah, why's that?
You were successful in coming into contact with all of us, so we must have all been exposed to the virus. It's true that the Arms Tech president and decoy Octopus were killed by Fox Die. But Ocelot, myself, and you, the carrier, were apparently unaffected.
A bug in the virus's programming?
Could be. In any case, if it doesn't kill you, then I'm not worried either. After all, our genetic code is identical.
So it's true. You and I are...
You know,
Yes, twins.
you could have shot him.
But we're not ordinary twins. We're twins linked by cursed genes. Les enfants terribles.
The terrible children.
You're fine. You got all of the old man's dominant genes. I got all the flawed, recessive genes. Everything was done so that you would be the greatest of his children. The only reason I exist is so they could create you.
So you're saying I'm the dominant one?
That's right. I'm just the leftovers of what they used to make you. Can you understand what it's like to know that you're garbage since the day you were born? But I'm the one Father chose.
So that's why you're so obsessed with Big Boss. Some warped kind of love.
Sounds about right.
Love? It's hate. His choosing me knowingly to be the inferior one? For this, I want revenge.
He's dead. You can't have revenge on a dead person.
Understand this? You who could kill your own real father. You stole my chance for revenge. Now I'll finish the work that Father began. I will surpass him. I will destroy him.
You're just like Naomi.
Well, I'm not like you. Unlike you, I'm proud of the destiny that is encoded into my very genes. You missed your last chance. You'll regret that forever.
Snake! Come! Kneel down and sacrifice yourself to this historic weapon! Consider it an honor, a gift from your brother!
Now!
You shall bear witness to the demon weapon that will drag the world
Into the 21st century!
Do we have to?
Unfortunately, yes. The controller's vibrating like hell right now.
I can imagine. Yeah, Bragg's moving this one right now because
But how do I stop it?
I control 3 previous videos. So, last one, this one, and next one is all Bragg.
Pretty much. So yeah, I get to take on Rex.
You dreamed that ever since we started this Let's Play.
You got that freaking right. One of my favorite fights. That, the Hondi, and of course the one that you got to do earlier. Ninja. Not a good idea, Snake.
No, that wasn't a good idea.
Nope. It's not.
So your first bet is probably to call Otacon.
Well, if I call Campbell, which I'm going to do just to show people what happens.
The less you maneuver a remote-controlled missile, the faster it will fly. Remember this if you want to fire the missile over a greater distance.
That's what he says. Basically. There's also a chance that he'll say that he doesn't know how to destroy it and that you're best to contact Otacon. Because Otacon's when I created the mechs.
Rex's armor is impregnable. You can't do any damage with the weapons you've got. Rex uses the latest advances in compound armor. The only way you can pierce it is with a high-performance heat round.
So what do I do?
Rex's pilot seat operates exactly like a VR system. It's got multiple sensors connected to a high-tech interface used for the controls. It's completely self-enclosed and shut off from the outside environment.
He's not using his naked eyes.
That's right. So if you could somehow destroy the sensors... Do you see that round plate on Rex's left arm?
Yeah.
That thing that looks like a shield. That's a radome. If you can destroy that thing, it won't be able to use its electronic equipment. So he'll be blinded. Yeah. Try to hit that radome with a Stinger missile. So will that stop it? No. Rex was designed so it can be controlled manually, too. Oh, great. The part that looks like a beak is where the pilot seat is. In an emergency, it will open up. Rex's armor is perfect. You can't destroy it. You told me that already. But the interior is a different story. I get it. First I destroy the radome. That will force him to open up the pilot seat. Right. If you can shoot a missile into the cockpit, you'll destroy the computer control system. You intentionally designed it with a weak point? It's not a weak point. More like a weakness. People and weapons just aren't very appealing without a weakness of some kind. Don't you think? I guess so. I owe you one, Otacon.
Yeah, you kind of gave him his life.
Okay, this sounds strange, but I'm actually going to save. But I'm going to use a different save file.
Smart move.
Just in case. So I'm going to create a new save file. New file. Just in case this recording goes bad, or if I have to get game over and have to launch the file again, we can just launch right from this part, so that you don't have to see all the cutscenes again. Call it my contingency plan.
Don't give up.
Okay.
Put on your vest. It's probably not going to do much, but... Stinger.
Where is the Stinger? Oh,
Right there.
it's just... Did I hit him? No.
No, but you gotta keep moving around too, so... Got him. This is why you're told to keep moving around. Remember gym class, ladies and gentlemen? You keep moving around with that too. Got him. Move. Thank God that only goes once. But Bragg's gonna be concentrating, so I'm gonna do a lot of the talking.
Yep.
Wait, how did he get you there?
He got me at the last second with a missile. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, so Bragg's trying to get out of his sensor.
Did I hit him?
Nope. I never got a chance to,
No, I did hit him. I did hit him, but it wasn't as powerful.
You might want to move from there too. Now, if you had a lot of chaff grenades...
Chaff grenades will not work on this spot. The radar is protected.
It would probably, yeah, like you said, it wouldn't work, but it would be a bit helpful, maybe. The issue is, well, yeah. Oh, he got lasers. Nope.
Nope, too close.
Still not inside of what you want. Two more hits in this version of Rex is down, and yeah, you gotta fight him multiple times. So, okay, wait till him to turn around. That's what you gotta fire at. Fire. Can you get him one more? No, you can't get him one more time from there, can you?
Got him! He hit me, but I got him too.
Yeah, but more important was
But I did it blindly when it wasn't even red. That was like a manual shot there.
Do it.
Damn! Nice try, Snake!
What just happened? The hell? Gray Fox?
Gray Fox, the ninja.
Gray Fox. A name from long ago. It sounds better than Deep Throat. So it is you. You look terrible, Snake. You haven't aged well.
He was never there.
There you go. He damaged the radon even more with the sword.
See, no one ever said he had guns. He didn't have them where he was fighting us.
Fox, why? What do you want from me?
I'm a prisoner of death. Only you can free me.
Fox, stay out of this. What about Naomi? She's hell-bent on taking revenge for you.
Naomi.
You're the only one who can stop her.
No, I can't.
Why?
Because I'm the one who killed her parents. I was young then, and couldn't bring myself to kill her, too. Oh, I felt so bad that I decided to take her with me. I raised her like she was my own blood, to soothe my guilty conscience. Even now, she thinks of me as her brother.
Fox.
Outwardly, we may have seemed like contented brother and sister. But every time I looked into her eyes, I trembled with fear. Tell her for me. Tell her that I was the one who did it.
There you are!
We're just about out of
That really vibrated.
final present for the Deep Throat. I'll stop it from moving.
Fox!
Matrix, anyone?
This actually came out before the Matrix. I think. Yeah, it did.
It did.
Matrix came out like 99.
Yeah, this came out in 96.
Yeah.
96, 97 -ish.
Something like that.
Or
It
98.
was before the Matrix.
Did he just get his arm?
Yep.
In the Middle East, we don't hunt foxes, we hunt jackals. Instead of foxhounds, we use royal harriers.
Fox!
How strong is that exoskeleton of yours? Snake, are you just going to sit by and watch him die?
It's stronger than what you think if he's able to do that.
A cornered fox is more dangerous than a jackal.
That's actually true.
Yep.
He destroyed the radome.
Impressive! You are indeed worthy of the codename Fox.
Well, he's dead.
But now you're finished!
Now, fire the stinger!
Fox! Can you really shoot? You'll kill him too!
He's gonna die anyway. You.
In front of you, I can finally die.
I can't do it.
Yeah, unfortunately, even if you push the button,
Can't do it.
you can't actually shoot him.
Neither truly alive.
I can't
You can even target Grey Fox,
Undying shadow in the
but it doesn't matter.
light. But soon,
No, I can't do it.
it will finally end.
Snake won't do it.
Snake won't do it because of their
Well,
friendship they had.
exactly.
Die! Fox! Snake, we're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at. But at least I always fought for what I believed in. Snake. Farewell.
I actually like how that turned out. He's shouting that out.
I like the last lines of Fox,
Foolish man!
like saying they're not tools of the government.
When death is entreated, the battle is decided. You see, you can't protect anyone. Not even yourself.
And we get to pick up the sword. How do I get used to sword right away, though? Right after you, good sir. So let's continue this battle. This is the second half. Yeah, we're gonna...
We're gonna do another save. In this case, just the case. And now, remember what Cole said a few minutes ago? Well, it might have been more than a few minutes ago. About shaft grenades? Well, he's right. You do use them. But you're gonna say, but Bragg, you said you can't use them. Yes, in part 1 you can't. In part 2, did I already save? Yes, I did. In part 2 of this fight, you have to use them. Oh, wait. I might want to have my body armor back on.
Yeah, you might.
Okay.
Not the level 7 key card, neither.
Is that what I chose?
Yeah.
Okay, where is the shaft grenades?
We don't have that many of them. See him up there, one more. Oh, there you go. There's actually more room here because he's got all the other containers destroyed. That was good. You actually got 2 shots on him.
I actually got 2 shots on him, so that was worth the risk. Okay, I need to get a good chance to use my last shot grenade.
This is what I find odd about this, is he can still technically see you. You hit him again. Got him!
Oh! Took a hit, but I got him.
Snake! I'll crush you into dust!
Ooh, that could hurt.
No, you're more like
Oh. Did not die against Metal Gear X. Excellent. Took him down the first try.
Actually, that was probably your best boss video.
That was probably my best boss for the whole LP.
Yeah.
Well, that and Hondi. Actually, that was better than Hondi.
Sleeping late as usual, eh, Snake?
Liquid, you're still alive.
I won't die. As long as you still live.
Too bad. It looks like your revolution was a failure.
Just because you've destroyed Metal Gear doesn't mean I'm done fighting.
Fighting? What are you really after?
The restoration of the era when warriors such as us lived as we should.
That was Big Boss's fantasy.
It was his dying wish. When he was young during the Cold War,
Well, I control the camera.
men like us. We were valued then. We were desired. But things are different now.
Of course they are.
With all the liars and hypocrites running the world, war isn't what it used to be. We're losing our place in a world that no longer needs us. A world that now spurns our very existence. You should know that as well as I do. After I launch this weapon and get our $1 billion, we'll be able to bring chaos and honor back to this world gone soft. Conflict shall breed conflict, new hatreds will arise, and our own biosphere shall steadily expand.
But as long as there are people, there will always be war.
That's a fact.
But the problem is balance. Father knew what type of a balance was best.
Is that the only reason?
Isn't that reason enough for warriors such as us?
I don't want that kind of world.
Ha! You lie. So why are you here then? Why do you continue to follow your orders while your superiors betray you? Why did you come here? Well, I'll tell you then. You enjoy all the killing, that's why.
What?
Are you denying it? Haven't you already killed most of my comrades?
That was...
He's not wrong.
I watched your face as you delivered the coup de grace. Oh, it reflected such vitality.
You're wrong.
There is a killer inside you. You don't have to deny it. We were created to be that way.
Created?
Les enfants terribles. The terrible children. That's what the project was called. It started in the 1970s. Their plan was to artificially create the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they chose as the model was a man known then as the greatest living soldier in the world.
Big boss.
But Father was wounded in combat and already in a coma when they brought him in. So they created us from his cells, with a combination of 20th century analog cloning and the super baby method.
Super baby method.
They fertilized an egg with one of Father's cells, and then let it divide into 8 clone babies. Then they transferred the clones to someone's uterus, and later intentionally aborted 6 of the fetuses to encourage strong fetal growth. You and I were originally octuplets.
Octuplets?
Yes. The other 6 of our brothers were sacrificed to make us. We were accomplices in murder before the day we were even born. So, it was you and I, 2 fertilized eggs with exactly the same DNA. But they weren't finished yet. They used me as a guinea pig to create a phenotype in which all of the dominant genes were expressed to create you. I got all the recessive genes. You took everything from me before I was even born. But you and I aren't his only children.
What?
The genome soldiers. They too are his progeny, carrying on his genetic legacy. But unlike us, they carry it digitally. With the completion of the Human Genome Project in the last century, the mysteries of humanity were laid bare. Thanks to Father's DNA, they were able to identify more than 60 soldier genes responsible for everything from strategic thinking to the proverbial killer instinct. Those soldier genes were transplanted using gene therapy into the members of the next generation special forces. That's how they became the genome soldiers. That's right. The genome soldiers that you've been killing right and left are our brothers with the same genes as ours.
The genome soldiers?
They are misshapen creatures, artificially produced from Father's genetic pattern. They are our blood brothers, and they were born of many an ultimate sacrifice.
Oh, they were sacrifices, all right.
Human experiments. 1991, the Gulf War. The military secretly injected soldiers with the soldier genes. The Gulf War syndrome that hundreds of thousands of returning soldiers complained about was a side effect of it.
Ha! Everyone knows that the Gulf War syndrome was caused by exposure to pesticides and radiation from depleted uranium rounds.
That was just a cover story issued by the Pentagon. First, they tried to say it was post-traumatic stress disorder, then chemical or biological weapons. The poison gas detection units and the anti-sarin injections, they were all just to cover up the secret genetic experiments.
So then, the so-called Gulf War babies that have been reported by Gulf War veterans are...
Yes, they too are our brothers and sisters.
So the genome soldiers mean that the experiments were a success?
Success? Don't be a fool. They're a complete failure. We're on the verge of extinction.
What?
Have you ever heard of the asymmetry theory? Nature tends to favor asymmetry. Those species which have gone extinct all show signs of symmetry. The genome soldiers suffer from the same problem, signs of symmetry. So do I, as do you. That's right. We are all on the verge of death at the genetic level. We don't know when or what type of disease will occur. That's why we need the old man's genetic information.
You want Big Boss's DNA so you can save your family? It's very touching.
In nature, family members don't mate with each other, and yet they help each other to survive. Do you know why? Because it increases the chances that shared genes will be transmitted to future generations. Altruism among blood relatives is a response to natural selection. That we will help our blood relatives is inscribed in our very genes.
You're telling me that your genes are ordering you to save the genome soldiers?
You can't fight your genes. It's fate. All living things are born for the sole purpose of passing on their parents' genes. That's why I'll follow what my genes tell me. And
Unless they tell you to leave, Eyes.
I'm going to go beyond in order to break the curse of my heritage. And to do that, first, I will kill you. Look behind you.
No. Oh, she's unconscious, that's all. Is that a bomb? Yep.
Is she alive?
I'm not sure. She was alive a few hours ago. Poor girl kept calling your name.
Meryl.
Stupid woman. Falling in love with a man who doesn't even have a name?
I have a name.
No. We have no past, no future. If we did, our fate is nothing but what is determined in the genes we inherited from our father.
Let Meryl go.
As soon as we finished our business, we're almost out of time.
You're talking about Fox dying.
It seems now that the Pentagon knows that Metal Gear is destroyed. They've arrived at a decision. They won't even need a BDA. If you want the details, why don't you ask your precious Colonel Campbell?
Yeah, I knew we were going to the Kodak.
Colonel, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm listening.
What is the Pentagon trying to do? Colonel, answer me.
The Secretary of Defense has taken over active control of this operation. He's on his way there by AWACS.
What for?
To bomb the place.
What?
Not only that, B-2 bombers just lifted off from Galena Air Force Base. They're carrying B-6113 surface-piercing tactical nuclear bombs.
What? Metal Gear is destroyed. Tell the Secretary of Defense.
The Secretary of Defense heard that Naomi double-crossed us, and he's worried about Fox die. Now that there's no more danger of a nuclear strike from Metal Gear, he's going to do whatever's necessary to cover up the truth of what really happened here.
He's going to drop a nuclear bomb to vaporize all the evidence, along with anyone who knows anything.
Don't worry, Snake. I'll stop the nuclear strike.
How?
I may be only a figurehead here, but I'm still officially in command of this mission. If I issue an order to delay the strike, it'll confuse the chain of command, and at least buy you some time. It'll give you a chance to escape.
But Colonel, if you do that...
It's okay, Snake. The truth is, Foxhound was already the subject of an undercover investigation. Merrill was transferred to this base just before the terrorist attack as a way of manipulating me.
Those bastards.
I'm sorry. They forced me to cooperate in exchange for her life. You'd better get out of there, Snake.
Are you sure? It'll be bad for you.
Don't worry. It's the least I can do for you after all the lies.
Colonel.
I'm ordering them to cancel the bombing run. After that, there's no turning back. Huh? What are you doing?
I guess he's not gonna be able to.
Mei Ling, What happened to the Colonel?
I don't believe it.
What happened?
Snake, the Colonel.
Roy Campbell has been relieved of duty. This is the Secretary of Defense, Jim Hausman.
Put the Colonel back on.
He's been placed under arrest for leaking top-secret information and for the crime of high treason.
Ridiculous.
Yes, he is a ridiculous man. He truly believed that he was in command of this operation.
Bastard.
There won't be a speck of evidence left. I'm sure the President would want the same thing.
The President ordered this?
The President is a busy man. I have complete authority here.
How do you plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media?
Don't worry. We've prepared a convincing cover story. We'll simply say that the terrorists exploded a nuclear device.
Damn it! You'll be murdering everyone here. The scientists, the Genome Army, everyone.
Donald, the DARPA chief, is already dead.
So you didn't mean to kill the DARPA chief after all.
He was my friend.
And you could care less about what happens to everybody else, huh?
Well, if you give me the optic disc, I might consider saving them.
What are you talking about?
Metal Gear's test data. Donald was supposed to bring it back.
I don't have it.
I see. Oh well, that's okay. You two are an embarrassment from the 1970s. Our country's dirty little secret. You can't be allowed to live. You're just the lingering ghosts of a system that is no more. Well, do try to get along in the time you have left before the bomb.
Alright,
Oh, there's no way out for us. Let's finish this before the airstrike.
Wait, you're gonna tile?
You stole everything from me. I shall nullify you and your genes, and I will take them all back. She'll make a beautiful sacrifice for our final battle. Do you see this? This will be the time limit for our final battle. When death comes for this girl, this nuclear module shall vanish from this world as well. If you win, you might still be able to save her. You could enjoy one brief moment of love before the end. And if you cross this line, you'll fall. At this height, it'll kill even you.
Any day now, people.
How about you, Snake?
There we go. Alright, so we're going to stop the video here. In the next video, we'll battle Liquid one-on-one.
Alright, peace out, everyone.
Peace
Thanks
out.
for watching.
This is Snake. Do you read me, YouTube? You just finished watching an episode of Metal Gear Solid, The Twin Snakes, on the Nintendo GameCube. Like what you saw? Don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends, family members, and your enemies. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Much Games Guides, Cole, Ryan, and the other members of the team. And if you don't, I'm going to sneak in your house, and I'm going to hit the subscribe button for you.